Hi collective, welcome back for another channeled message of what Spirit wants you to know right now. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're returning to our family, how you doing? It's your girl, Lady Leo. We're going to dive into the energies. Be sure to hit the like button so you can dive in with me. Okay, first we're going to cleanse and set the space, call in Spirit. All right, hi, how you doing? Welcome. All right, I kind of got this smudge going. It's a little pre-lit. So I want to make sure it gets good and smoky. We've got Herba Santa that we're starting off with. We're going to cleanse, protect, call in Spirit, and then we'll hop into this reading, okay? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Cleanse your energy. Good juju for you. Cleanse my energy. Good juju for me. All right. Get some Palo Santo and protect real quick. By the way, this channeled message is for the work sector, career, communities, corporations, organizations, groups of people that maybe you are in connection with or have some sort of attachment to. Someone's mistaken your kindness for weakness. I'm picking up on a collective who is humble or has been humbled, and people mistake that. So we're going to see what that's about. Ote. All right. Waiting on this Palo Santo real quick. Also, the collective candle lighting that I did for protection, y'all, it turned black at the top. So I also feel like maybe you're being protected from something, or someone's projecting some sort of ickiness onto you. So negativity. So we may have to do another candle tomorrow. Protect your energy. Protect my energy. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I got Instagram down here. I've got TikTok right here. We're dual streaming tonight. We've got Najino. Hi, Najino. Hi, Judith. Hi, Sharon. Kai, Jane, Luna, Anthony. How y'all doing? Welcome. Rosas, Juan, Gabriela, Bobby, Divinely Balanced, Nina, Mike, Rosh. How y'all doing? LTD. Nova, Purpose Over P, Dang, Nancy, Enlighten Me, David, Dom. All right, y'all. How you doing? Hey, thanks for the likes. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Y'all ready to call in Spirit? Hi, Aurelia, Tatuela, Isabel. What's going on, friends? How's it going? Okay, let's call in Spirit together, y'all. God, Source, Universe, Angels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides, Council of Light, Ascended Masters, and all other benevolent beings of light of the third heaven and higher, ask that you shield us in a holy, divine, white light of protection to our space, our energy, and this stream from any outside negative energies, entities, and it is not allowed here. Spirit, I ask that you aid, guide, and support me in channeling the best and highest message for the collective during this time mode to be. Thank you, Spirit. All right, y'all ready for this? Okay, so what we've been doing lately, I've been doing morning streams. Well, my whole schedule got thrown off this week, so we're doing the late night tarot this week. I've been starting y'all off with a Sacred Rebels Oracle that we read from the book. So we started off slow, and then we pick it up to the sassy at the end. Okay, so this is what it is that we end with, is these sassy affirmations. Reading is in between there, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off slow, and we're going to build it up, and then I'm going to bring you back down so you can go to bed. Because the time that this is being recorded live, it's 11:49 in the Mississippi. I know a lot of y'all are trying to get ready to go to bed. If you're on the other side of the world, good morning. How y'all doing? If you're watching the replay, whatever time you're watching, how y'all doing? Welcome. Okay. Hi, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Kai says, hi, Leo. Just want to say that you are amazingly accurate. Thank you, Kai. Bat. I appreciate that, sweetheart. How you doing, Third Eye? Hi. It's Charizard. How you doing, Charizard? Welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, thank y'all for the likes, TikTok. Send all that love and light back to times 10. How y'all doing? Welcome. Okay, so let's get started. It's 9:49 there. You're Pacific. You're in Jersey, so it's already almost 1 a.m. where you're at. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Hi, Dahlia. Okay, here we go. Best and highest messages here. What is our daily oracle, Spirit? From the Sacred Rebels Oracle. What is our daily oracle? In Los Angeles, I knew that. Cali, yeah, I got a lot of Pacific time zone that show up usually when I'm live. All right, let's see. Just a reminder that there's exclusive content for either subscribers on Instagram, memberships on YouTube, and also super fans on TikTok. Okay, y'all. Let's see what we got going on here. Sacred Fool. Ooh, wait. I kind of have to cover her a little bit. She's a little graphic. Hold on. From the people who get all their undies in a bunch, I got to cover a little bit. She's a little exposed. But anyway, we've got Sacred Fool showing up here. Hi, Pamela. How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. There's a 4 on that card. It's 40. So this is about stability. 4 is my St. Michael in all 4 corners, number 2. So yeah, something about you being protected from something. Let's see what this says. Christy Temple, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. This is going to be in the back. 40 is towards the end of this deck. So where are we at? Okay, here we go. Usually I hold the card up for y'all so y'all can kind of get a good look at it. But I can't do that right now. Because she's exposed. Okay, this is what it says. Wrong page. See, someone's trying to cause you distraction. Someone's trying to get you mixed up on something. All right. Again, if you're just popping in, I'm picking up on a collective where you've been humbled. Someone's mistaking your kindness for weakness. They think because maybe you're quiet or observant that you don't see what needs to be seen when it needs to be seen. Picking up what I'm throwing down. So let's see what the Sacred Fool is. I'm so glad that you're here, Chrissy. Thank you so much for popping in. Hi, Sammy Joe. How you doing, Sammy Joe? Victor, Julia. Welcome, y'all. Thank you. Okay. This fool is a great rebel, able to thwart convention and tell the truth without restraint. Your heart is wonderful, powerful, sacred fool. It cares not for the right way to do things. It cares not for the mind says it's real and not real. It lives according to an inner wisdom that cannot be dictated or controlled by anything. It loves, it lives, and it is what it is. This oracle heralds a time, now or imminent, when you will feel inspired, alive, and passionate for what you can offer to the world. It says to you, don't try to be appropriate, don't try to be socially acceptable, and worry about what others may think about what you're doing. Just be. If you want to hear a mad hat whilst doing so, fine. This sacred fool in you is willing to leave behind what has been because it no longer feels right to stay attached to it. The sacred fool in you trusts life completely. It would never occur to this part of you to try and outsmart life or resist its flow. It recognizes that the mind is a monkey puppet on strings. More often than not, it is cajoled into fear when it could be playfully dwelling in the radical spontaneity of life. So, the sacred fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into joy by your heartstrings, not into fear and doubt by the controlling machines of mass media. This oracle brings you a message. It is time for you to play. It's time for you to let life happen in a completely unreserved, unscripted way. The more bizarre, left of field, unexpected, and apparently ridiculous, the better. This might not feel safe or appropriate at first. That's okay. That is good, actually. It's a sign that you're breaking with your own self-imposed convictions. It's time to move beyond them now because a bigger life adventure is calling to you. This is wonderful news. It's the desire of life to operate more radically through you so that you become the conduit through which miracles and crazy wild synchronicity can occur. You're becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the apparent randomness of life. Apparent because there is a refined intelligence behind it all. The sacred fool goes with us without having to understand any of it, which is good. Trying to access even one genuine glimpse of life's unfathomable genius would probably make one's head explode. As you take this journey, you may find that people around you are challenged. You might unintentionally cause them to rethink the way they live their lives. They may question whether the way they are living is the only way for them to even be the best way. At first, they may react rather than take responsibility. The sacred fool in you doesn't engage with this. It is what it is, and it rises and it falls as it will. It doesn't stop you from your merry dance of unconventional being. If you find yourself making choices that have others questioning your sanity, then you're on the right course. You may feel that you're quite possibly going insane, but you are not crazy. You are just approaching enlightened awareness. This is a moment, sometimes a rather long one, when we take up to life, shed our attachment to mass opinion, and float in a completely different state of being. we might find that no one is really able to understand or connect with us to the point that we will question our state of mind. Stay with that. It will pass. You will eventually see that you are becoming sane in an insane world. The tables will turn and you will gain greater freedom and creative juice. Stay on your path. Stay on the journey. Remember to take nothing too seriously and it will all work out perfectly. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Dang, y'all. Fire, fire, fire in the chat over here on Instagram. Look at all the likes over here. 2.5K likes TikTok. How y'all doing? Welcome. Thank you. Okay. This is the healing process in case you want to participate in it. Oh, no, y'all. We have filtered comments in the chat. We got some pick-me's, don't we? How y'all doing? What's up, pick-me's? Even the haters in here, y'all. We just attracting everybody, ain't we? Okay. Healing process. We're just gonna ignore them tonight. Say, I call on the sacred full of unconditional love. Please help me access your lightness of spirit, your wisdom and your ability to exist in the heart of truth, to be powerful without becoming attached to or obsessed by power. I honor your vision. May I see and know so truly and be free. I choose of my own free will to give myself absolute permission to just be myself now and always through unconditional love, mercy, and compassion. So be it. Once you have repeated the above, imagine that any invisible chains or shackles that have held you captive in any way are falling away from you. They might make a clunk as they hit the floor. You might feel freer than ever before. However, strong or subtle, your reaction to this is perfect for you at this time. Shake your arms, your legs, and your body. Once you are all shaken out, feeling more relaxed, and hopefully just a little bit silly in a playful way, you have completed your healing process. All right, y'all. I think that actually aligns with this reading. There's something about you that's different. You're moving different. Your energy's different. You're thinking different. And there's been a lot of experiences that's made you a humble person. You know, you're grateful. You have a grateful heart because of the experiences that it is that you've been through. Most of y'all are self-made, self-starters, self-motivated, you know, and people mistake that in you. A lot of you have learned how to be more observant than reactive. And that people misunderstand too. It's like just because you're humble, just because you're wise, just because you're observant, they mistake your kindness for weakness, right? So there's a huge message here to just be you. Embrace the energy of the sacred full, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. If it doesn't set well with your soul, then it's not right for you, right? Okay, so we're going to put this aside. Again, replay will be posted to YouTube. YouTube, y'all better hit the like button, comment, let me know where you're from. What's your zodiac signs? If y'all know your big three, so we know which houses we're representing this evening, early this morning, okay? Where do we start, y'all? Where do we start? Got a lot to unpack here. So we've got someone's giving you a hard time in the workplace. If it's not in the workplace, it doesn't necessarily mean that you go to a physical place. Maybe you have a remote job. Maybe this is just a group or an organization or a community. Okay, but it came to me as it's like in a building, a physical building. So it's got to be some sort of like corporate office or some sort of official something. So anyway, best and highest message here for the collective. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Aries. We got Aries in the house. Ariella says it resonates. It felt pops in your neck after that release. Oh my gosh, the checkered life. That's good. I'm glad that you're releasing all that pent up energy. Y'all, we just talked about that. If you hang on to that energy and you internalize it instead of releasing it, it can cause illnesses in the body. Do your own research. I don't know shit. I just live here. Okay. Do your own research, y'all. Thank you for the badge. So now they're living like back to you times 10. Kai. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Morpho. Trust the unknown and enjoy the ride. Yes. Hi, Easy Does It. Welcome. Hi, TikTok. Y'all come in too fast. I don't always get y'all. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hi, Angela. Aries, dang, we got a lot of Aries in the house. Virgo, I see Virgo, Scorpio, Sag, Pisces, Gemini. Hey, some more Sagittarius, Aquarius in the house. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Thank y'all so much for being here. All right, let's see what it is we got coming out. Oh, no, Lydia, I love Jesus. I'm saved. You can take that shit somewhere else. Go find a witch or something, okay? We don't do that in here. That's projection, okay? When we project that icky energy to other people, that is low vibrational witchcraft, okay? You're practicing what it is that you're trying to get me not to practice. We're going to block you. Peace out. Deuces. Ain't got time for it. Best and highest messages. Libra. Hi, Libra. How you doing? All right. Best and highest messages. Y'all, I ain't for the okie doke right now. I ain't not putting up with it. Do not come in here and disrespect my chat. Don't respect my peoples and don't disrespect me, okay? Ain't having it. Best and highest messages, Spirit. What we got here? What we got here? I knew you were being protected. I knew it. First card out. Angel de los Muertos. Here's your ancestors. Yeah, 1 and 6 makes a 7. 7s can be warnings in the spiritual world, okay? So here we go. Already starting off. Your ancestors don't play when it comes to you. What else is here, Spirit? Give me some more. Dang, that's a lot. Miss Spiderweb. Reconsider your alliances and make new connections. So you may be being guided to make new connections, new alliances. So we may be doing a swip swap here, switching it up some. The 3 fates. Uh-oh. What comes around goes around. What goes around comes around. Fairy of the divine hand. Intoxication, distortion, view, and overindulgence. I told you, somebody's overindulging and inserting themselves, interjecting themselves into your energy, into your life, into your business. There's a 2 on that card. You're seeing things clearly. The clarity that it is that you have. A loyal guardian, a magical protector is there for you. I told you you're protected. So a lot of y'all who have pets, your pets are kind of like your familiars, okay? Your pets are here to protect you. Your pets could have been someone that you knew in a past life. Either way, you're being heavily protected during this time. And you know what that means. Spirit shows up to protect us when we're going through some sort of spiritual warfare. So, death and the victim, or excuse me, death and the maiden. Invasion, boundaries violated, and someone's trying to dominate over you. Here we go again, y'all. Damn. Y'all must be doing something good. Y'all must be on the rise, shining. Oh, I'm telling you, you're shining too bright again, collective. You're doing it again. And autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. If this has been affecting you and you've been feeling it, that spirit coming through and letting you don't lose hope. Do not give up. Do not give in to whatever the hell this is, okay? Give me some more, Spirit. What else is here? All right. Said absolute straight up. Y'all feeling that? A twist in the tail. The unexpected, a change you did not see coming. So there's some sort of expected change, or maybe you've been through some sort of unexpected change. The golden phoenix, something you thought finished burst back into life. So something that you thought was done, ended, is coming back into life here. There's another chance at something. Uh-oh. But somebody on their tricks and treats. Somebody's on their tricks and treats here. 5, causing conflict, right? Conflict, challenges, and changes. Someone's trying to cause conflict to you. Fairy of the green world. The natural world needs you. I could be talking to some sort of healer, a shaman, a light worker. Put it where it fits. Don't make it fit. Okay, y'all put whatever label it is that you want to put on it. But the bats in the belfry, you can achieve great things. The natural world needs you. You can achieve great things. There's another 7 there. Warning. Heads up. Pay attention. Okay. You send a message about a private read. You can get private readings at ladyleospiritual.com. Oracle magic, the Akashic libraries are open, and you are connected to the all that ever was and the all that ever will be, past, present, and future. All you got to do is tap in, get connected to spirit, and you get the information that it is you need. Maybe you don't have all the little gritty details, but you have enough information to know what it is that you need to know, and that's what's important. You know enough. time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. Another 7. So there's some sort of training that it is that you've either been through or about to go through. Training for something. It could have to do with technology. You could have people spying on you with technology. Okay, this can also have to do with like hacking into devices or accounts, hacking into a system. Marie Masquerade, glamour, intrigue, and drama. Someone's trying to kick the anthill. Okay, someone wants to start some sort of drama here, and it's to glamour something. Okay, or sometimes this is spell work. Put it where it fits, don't make it fit, y'all. Okay. There's lots of different ways that people can do spell work. Sometimes it's just looking at somebody's picture and just speaking it over them. Most people don't even realize they're doing it. Dress of alchemy, release your power, but you're going to alchemize the situation because you're a baddie like that. My spiritual baddies and my spiritual daddies, how y'all doing? Voodoo in blue back. I told you so. Oh, I told you so. Voodoo in blue. Somebody's dabbling in something. I told y'all our candle burned black. Up at the top. It's got like this. It's got about that much suet on it at the top of the candle. So yeah, this is heavy spiritual warfare. Angel of alchemy. Miracle. You are miraculous. Okay. You can make and create miracles. Or if you pray for it, it's coming. Spirit gives you miracles. The Holy Divine Spirit. All right, Spirit, what else is here? Give me some more. Well, will they shuffle right? See, someone's trying to get you caught up, get you stuck up in something, trapped. Dang, that's a lot. I don't know if I'm going to take all these. Carnivorous flower fairy. A tempting offer has a high price. Yeah, see, someone has some sort of tempting offer. They're coming to tempt you with something here. It looks good. It looks like a blessing, but it's a headache. It's a F no, F that wrapped in a bow, okay? Grumpy red fairy! No! Be your true self. You're being the sacred fool, okay? Like I said, you changed your energy. You're starting to be more authentic. You're not giving two fucks what anybody has to say about it. And it's making people grumpy. That's why they're doing this. You've done irritated somebody's soul. Or lack thereof. Whatever's inhabited the vessel. We have Violet Duchess, stifled, bored, and stuck. This is because you're not stifled, bored, and stuck, okay? I'm telling you, the people that you're dealing with, they sure look like raisins when you're not around. They need your energy. That's why they hate you so bad. That's why they hate you so bad. They're upset because they shrivel up like freaking raisins. Like, Mother Gothel. You are these people's Rapunzel. Don't get caught up with the gender, y'all. I'm seeing Mother Gothel. You know when she's like starts like at the end of the movie, or what happens to her when she doesn't brush and sing with the Rapunzel's hair? That's how these people get when you're not around. That's too funny. Dragonfly mermaid. You've attracted wonderful news. So these people haven't had like good news. They haven't had a win in a while. Or if they have, they're not grateful for them. You know? So they're over here looking at you in a season of winning or having some sort of success. They beside themselves. Hedgehog love. Positive. This is the second card talking about some sort of new friends, new connections, new allies. Elizabeth and the Lion. It's time to become a great leader. So there's something here suggesting that you're being challenged in a way. And it's time for you to do better, be better. Time to step up to the plate here. Be the leader that you wish that you had. Strange companions in stranger places. Challenges use your imagination. So you're having to be smart and witty and creative with the way that you're moving through this challenge, through this trap, through this spell work, because it could be someone's glamoring you, okay, so that you accept this temptress offer. Storm angel, collision of beliefs, styles, and energies. This is someone who's irritated by what it is that you stand for. Snow White and her animal friends. And because you inspire trust and confidence in others, you inspire other people You represent something, or you stand for something that irritates this person or these people. You're having to use your imagination, be witty with overcoming these challenges, because it's time to become a great leader. Strangely, and these people are holding on way too tight to your energy. And Kitsune, I will show you whom to trust. So yeah, you stay tapped in. Spirit saying that you were protected. Pay attention, because they will show you who to trust, who not to trust. I think that's what we're going to do tomorrow too. I need to relight a protection candle, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to smoke them out. Show us the enemy, seen and unseen. Okay, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. What are some energies that we could be talking to? Who are we talking about? Who are we talking to? What's going on here? All right, y'all. These are really random. So I'm going to do my whole spiel real quick if you're new. I read masculine energy as he and feminine energy as she. I could have said that it happened yesterday, but it may not have happened yet. You swap your peoples and your timelines to how you see fit. You know your situation better than I do, okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm not responsible for the shit that it is that you do after this reading, not the choices, actions, and decisions made. You are grown-ass adults. If you're not a grown-ass adult, you're not supposed to be in here anyway. If you're under some sort of spiritual psychosis, you don't need to be in here, okay? This is not to cause paranoia. This is not to cause fear. I'm really just confirming the shit that you already know, because you're intuitive on your own, okay? We're on our woke shit over here. Not the new age woke shit, the ancient woke shit. Cool? All right. My starseeds, my light workers, my light warriors, the chosen. You empaths, highly sensitives. How y'all doing, weirdos? What's going on? Best and highest messages here, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Who are we talking about? Who are we talking to? Whew. Okay, we have spiritual assassins in the house. We have the assassin here. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like, y'all ever get into Witcher? Kind of reminds me of Grimm. I never really got into that show, but I'm kind of like getting those type of vibes. So maybe somebody's into that show. But The Witcher, that's one of my favorite shows. Never mind, we're not going to get into that. Stay focused, Leo. So, you know when Geralt is in the back of the bar and he's got his hood on and he's observing things? So yeah, there's somebody here who's really observant, and you're right on target every single time. Some of y'all are walking fucking karma. Some of y'all don't even realize that you are walking karma for other people, which is probably why you're a do-gooder, okay? Or you tried to do the right thing in the situation, have pure of heart, right? Remember the scales? Heart light as a feather. You have good intentions. You have a pure heart, okay? We have the pleaser here. So a people pleaser is here. We've got the spiritual assassin, the pleaser. The entitled. Here they come. The entitled. They feel entitled to be in your energy. They feel entitled to take credit for your work. The I told you, we have copycat energy here. The complainer. I told you, the ungrateful. You love The Witcher? I do too, y'all. That's one of my favorite shows. I could sit and watch somebody else play the game all day long on the PlayStation. I don't play because my anxiety goes up and we'll lose a TV because I'll throw the controller at the TV. But I can watch other people play. We have the jealous, people who are jealous of you. The scapegoat, and they're trying to make you a scapegoat for something. What's after that? The manipulator. Manipulating, trying to make you a scapegoat. We've got the magician. So an alchemizer. You could be considered a loner. Maybe, I don't feel like this person's working alone. I really don't. We have addict here. Someone's addicted to your energy. They're addicted to something here. All right, Spirit, what else? Give me some more. Outlaw. You could be an outlaw. Emperor energy. I feel like that's y'all. I feel like y'all are outlaws. You don't conform. The herbalist. So maybe you're into herbs. Holistic healing, those sorts of things. Okay, we have trickster energy here. That's the second time this trickster energy's come out. Somebody's on their tricks and treats. Trickster. The gentleman. Okay, I'm kind of getting two different things on this gentleman energy. All right, some of y'all are ladies and gents, in front of people, okay? But there's also another energy here that also presents itself as a gentleman. So maybe this person, I'm kind of getting like they have the right thing to say about everything. Almost like it's scripted, but not necessarily. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know what that's about. What else? Give me some more. It's like, oh my God, I'm keeping my... Really? You're keeping your energies close? Let me take them out one by one. The jester. You dealing with the whole damn clown. You dealing with someone trying to make something out of this. Someone wants to laugh at you or wants to humiliate you in some sort of way. The grandfather. I told you your ancestors are on standby. Specifically somebody's grandfather. We got Big Papa in the house. Follower. So there's a follower involved. Critic. They're critiquing your ass. How the hell? Y'all, make this make sense. These people shrivel up like raisins without being in your damn energy, but they're going to sit here and critique the shit that it is that you do, and they don't even know what the hell it is that they're doing. I told you, it's the jester. It's freaking clown. You can't take this shit serious. The shapeshifter. So either you're dealing with shapeshifter energy or you're just really adaptable and you know how to shapeshift with the energy. You know how to read a fucking room. We have the free spirit. So I told you, talking to my free-spirited, hi weirdos. The outcast, we have outlaw, outcast. You could have been outcasted for something. The divorcee, I don't know what that's about. Somebody could be divorced. Okay, sometimes we're talking about like communities, business associates, those sorts of things. Sometimes business partnerships or contracts can be looked at as marriage. So maybe this is something you ended a contract with. We've got the guilty, the strategist, the dazed, the frenemy. So there's somebody here pretending to be your friend. Someone's pretending to be an ally here. So Spirit's saying it's time to reevaluate who it is that you're connected to, who are your allies. Okay, we have the sweetheart. You could be a sweetheart. Maybe they're messing with your sweetheart. The overworked. Somebody may have you working overtime, working extra hours. The siren. So yeah, you're really alluring, really magnetic. The boss, you could be dealing with the boss. Maybe you're the boss. There's something to do with the forbidden energy here. There's something forbidden showing up. We have the clout chaser. I told you. They're trying to take credit for your shit. Someone hypes you up when you're around, and when you walk away, they talk shit about you. All right, we got... Y'all, this is like a 125 card deck. We got a lot come out. All right, I'm going to take these and then we're going to move on. We have the humble. I told you, y'all been humbled. Someone's mistaken your kindness for weakness. Uncle. We have uncle energy here. So maybe this is part of your family. Maybe someone's going after your family. We have the spiritualist. Y'all are spiritually protected. Spiritually high-ranking. Spiritual baddies, spiritual daddies. We have the rebel and the crazy. You're rebelling against the crazy. Last couple cards. We have the undesirable. So you're dealing with undesirable energy. Basket case energy. They're all over the place. I told you, jester. CEO is coming out. So we have boss, CEO, competitor, and the thinker. Someone's competing with the thinker. You're too smart. You're too smart.
After you stop that stream, you can find these.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you, Spirit. Let's move these aside. That's a lot. That's a lot. So hopefully this is starting to make some sense to you of what's going on here. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear about what this is, about going on with business colleagues, career, organizations, communities, something you're attached to? Oh, doesn't necessarily mean you get paid for this. Maybe this is volunteer work. Y'all, that is even worse. That is even worse. Some of y'all are doing volunteer work for like community service or something. You're doing something and you don't get paid for it. And if people are starting shit with you, like, what? That's ridiculous. Really? Best and highest messages here, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear about this? All right, after this deck, y'all, we're going to move on to the tarot, okay? We're going to get to the nitty-gritty revealed. Pay attention. Something's being revealed to you, okay? Soul recognition. So this could have to do... Some of... What? There was something else that came out. Sweetheart. Sweetheart came out in the other deck. Forbidden something. Someone doesn't want you to be connected to somebody else at work. Okay. Earth Angel. Hi, Earth Angels. How you doing? I just heard OA. Did y'all ever get into that show? The OA? Y'all are the original blueprints. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Scapegoat again. That's the second time. That's the second time this loner energy has come out. They're trying to cause conflict. Uh-huh. Somebody may literally be meeting up at the damn bar to talk about you. Or in the break room. New generation. Yeah, here's my star seeds. Hi, star seeds. Star children. Star seeds, star children. Travel. Maybe you're getting ready to make a move. Maybe someone's traveling towards you. I told you. You're either thriving or coming into a season of thriving. Right? We're coming into harvest season. Level ups, right? Hey, thank y'all so much for all the love, the light, and send all the love and light back to you times 10. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Surface level. Yeah, you're dealing with people who are surface level, and that's why they so jelly of you. That's why they hating on your asses, because you've got depth, okay? Really? Informative. It's a group of people. It's a freaking group of people. And there's been an energy shift. Starseed again. You've been targeted. Energetically targeted here. Damn. What else, Spirit? Give me some more. Give me some more. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for popping in. YouTube, if you're here, thank you for sticking around. New start. Somebody may be on some sort of new start. There's double fours on that card. I'm telling you, St. Michael in all four corners. It keeps coming out. Distraction. Someone's trying to get you distracted. Pay it, y'all. Y'all got to stay paying attention. Not that you don't know that already, but that's confirmation. Pay attention to the people. It's time to be observant. Confident. Oh, observation. Isolation. Maybe it's now not a time to go out with anybody. Okay. A company. Yeah, be aware of the company you keep. I know that's not what you meant, the checkered life. But when I read that, that's what it is that I got. Be aware of the company that's surrounding you. Oh, that was a big message last month. You're learning the difference between who's supporting you and who's just surrounding you. Which there is, right? We can mistake people just surrounding us as support, and it's not always that. They're just surrounding us to gawk, to take note. Confidence, observation came out. Patience. Your patience is needed during this time. Okay, maybe you're testing someone. Maybe someone's testing your patience. Gossip. Damn, y'all. Y'all just the talk of the town. You the talk at work. People can't wait to sit around the table and talk about your ass. Conformity. Look at this group of people. I told you. That's why they so grumpy. What is that? I don't have the grumpy red fairy out. I put those cards up. They so mad. They big mad. Because you don't conform. Reptilian. If you know, you know. I ain't even going to go there. I'm going to tread lightly on that one. Okay. I don't know. Should I just live here? We have intuition. Listen to your intuition about a collaboration. Whether you're collaborating with someone or this collaboration that's going on against you. Here's creativity again. You're having to be creative in the way that it is that you're moving. It's like you're... I can't tell just yet, y'all. You may be playing checkers with the chess player. Or you may be playing chess with the checkers player. Or you could be playing chess with another chess player. I'm not just too sure how deep this is yet. We're going to dig deeper in a minute. Perseverance. Spirit says you will persevere through this too, okay? Maybe some of y'all know exactly what it is I'm talking about. You could have been dealing with this for over a time. This is usually exhaustion, but we persevere even though we're exhausted, okay? So maybe someone's trying to tire you out. So someone doesn't think that you have the stamina. All right, ancestors is coming out again. I told you. It's a community. It's a group. Transformation. You're going through some sort of transformation, which is why they have ulterior motives and they're jealous. Maybe you set new boundaries with this group, with this person. The call. You answered the call. Hi, chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Escapism. There's a lot suggesting like there's groups meeting up, or maybe there's something about a bar or something to do with alcohol, possibly. Maybe this is an alcoholic. Not necessarily. That won't be for everybody. Energetic upgrades. You're going through some sort of energetic upgrades and you've been doing the research. Someone may be researching your ass. Okay. You're under angelic protection. Damn, y'all are being heavily. I told you, you're somebody. Whether people recognize it in the physical realm or not, you are somebody in the spiritual realm. Okay. This ain't your first rodeo. You've been here a time or two. They're messing with the wrong one. You need to use your discernment about a feminine predator. It's coming out like a feminine. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a female, but it's coming out like inverted, distorted feminine energy. Set up! You're being set up. Or you were set up. Give me a few more. Give me a few more, Spirit. Thank you for joining my fan club. Secrets. Manipulation. Somebody's trying to manipulate some sort of secret here. Star flame. Again, we just saw soul recognition. We saw sweetheart. We saw forbidden. This could be to do with some sort of connection that it is that you have, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean it's a romantic connection. Sometimes it's just soulmate energy. Could be a friend, a colleague that it is that you're working with here. Corporate came out. Ancient, use your ancient wisdom. Here comes your ancestors to help you move through this corporate bullshit, okay? You've going through some sort of awakening. And you're being guided. Karmic feminine, y'all. It's showing up as all this feminine, toxic ass feminine energy. So either your feminine's dealing with toxic feminine energy or your masculine's dealing with toxic feminine energy. And it's time for you to be strong. We have strength here. Someone didn't realize your strength, your brave heart. Whistleblowers. And you want an ascension. You were raising the vibration. You would raise the vibration around everywhere you go. Okay? The people that you come into contact with, you raise their vibration. This may be making some of these people uncomfortable. They don't even know. They don't even know what the hell's going on. Some of these people don't even know why they dislike you. Some of it is because of your resources. The resources that you have at your fingertips, okay? Which is messed up because if these people make more money than you, if these people have been there longer than you have, they have more resources than you do. So that's another reason why they're jealous. Okay, you can make lemonade out of lemons. And not only are you making lemonade out of the lemons life gives you, right? You're squeezing every little bit out of those lemons. You're making cleaning solution, essential oils, body scrubs. You just doing a whole damn thing over here. Cosmic guardian and fire energy. Damn, y'all. Again, y'all could be cosmic guardians. You could be guarded by the cosmic. Damn, that's a lot. Okay, y'all, we're moving on to the tarot. We're gonna get to the nitty gritty. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome. If this is resonating with you, don't forget to hit the like button. Share the live stream with somebody else. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, if you feel like this resonates with you or someone that it is that you know, be sure to share it, okay? All right, y'all, where are we going? We're gonna use this runic tarot. We're gonna switch it up. I haven't used this deck in a while. I wasn't willing to sell my soul like them. Yeah, y'all aren't sellouts, right? If it doesn't align with you, if it doesn't align with your purpose, you're not for it. You're not with it. Maybe you would at one point in time, way back in the day, or at some point in time, maybe you would have. Maybe you would have considered it, but you're not in that energy anymore. That's not you. You know that. Someone may be challenging that. You won't be a sellout. You won't give in. You do something different. You're moving different. Some of y'all just are so, y'all just vibrate so high. You just irritate other people's demons. You know, you shining too bright out there. Best and highest message, Spirit. What's the collective's energy? Hey, y'all, how you doing? Welcome. Hi, Mark. You say that your car is being cursed? You can get a hex and curse removal. I don't do those for free though. I'm not gonna be vulnerable to somebody else's spiritual warfare. I'm not gonna, you know, take that risk. You don't have to make a payment on that, but I know how to do it. Best and highest message here, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Hey, I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10, 13.4K likes. TikTok, how you doing, Insta? All right, what's this here, Spirit? What's the collective's energy? What's the collective's energy? We've got the Hangman, the Ace of Cups. So someone's trying to gain some sort of new perspective or gaining clarity, the information needed about some sort of emotional, new beginnings and emotional fulfillment. What's this emotional fulfillment, Spirit? What's this emotional fulfillment? The Knight of Wands has something to do with what it is you're getting ready to conquer, or something that you're conquering. You're going after something fearlessly. Page of Swords. Here's my spy card. Wow. Jesse, that doesn't always, that's just like a band-aid. So yes, you can do that, but that's just temporary. King of Pentacles, especially if you're doing with things like hexes from certain type of belief systems, you got to know what type of belief system that it is that you're working with. Because if you're trying to use Christian things on things that are more ancient than Christianity, it doesn't necessarily, you know, pan out the way that you think it's going to. So just to throw that out there. We have the King of Pentacles here. Again, this could be about work. This could be a boss, someone that's older than you, someone that may be higher ranking than you are. In this community, this, I heard something about church group. I hope not, y'all. I hope y'all aren't dealing with a church group. That happens sometimes. I just did that, a reading up for somebody 2 weeks ago that's dealing with the whole church cult. That's the nice message here, Spirit. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. What is this King of Pentacles energy? I have protection from the Almighty. Yes, y'all. I'm not saying that you're not protected. What I'm saying is that if you're trying to protect yourself from something that is more ancient than what it is that your belief system is, it doesn't always necessarily pan out the way that you think it is. You know, there's people that believe in their belief system just as much as you believe in yours. So the energy behind it is just as strong. Does that make sense? We're talking about energy here. Not who's right, who's wrong, and all that kind of stuff. You know, we're diving into what the truth really is, not what has been projected out into the masses. It goes deeper than that. Okay? I grew up Christian, I know. I did the research. Jesus is my main homie. I talk to St. Michael all the time. But you got to know what it is that you're combating. You know what I mean? You got to learn what it is that's being projected onto you so you can undo it. Just like I was working with somebody the other day, in her belief system, she can't light protection candles on herself. My belief system, I can. You know? So it doesn't necessarily... Just because you believe that doesn't necessarily mean that someone else doesn't believe in their thing just as much. It's not just the Father that created energy, though, Mark. Anyway, the High Priestess. You know exactly who this is, okay? This is something about your intuition. It's also Spirit coming through and telling you to move in silence, okay? Knowledge is power, silence is golden. And sometimes it's best to keep it on the DL. Sometimes it's best to keep this plan or your intentions to yourself. All right, what else is here? What else is here? The Nine of Pentacles. This has something to do with your skill set. Someone is threatened by your skill set, by your accomplishments. And these people either make more money than you or they're in a higher position than you are. Y'all, What the hell? What's the situation? What's the situation here? Best and highest messages. The Emperor. Some of y'all are in, like, your energy, it shows up as leadership. And it's challenging other people who are in the leadership position. You know? You picking up what I'm throwing? Is that making sense? The Page of Pentacles. And they're trying to give you some sort of offer here. But it's Five of Pentacles. There's something shisty about it. There's something here that, like, it's not a true blessing. The offer is going to cause some sort of instability in the long run. There's something here that you don't need to trust about it. What's the challenge? What's the challenge here for the collective? The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Someone sees you so focused on some sort of mission, on some sort of career set, self-development. And they're trying to come in with some sort of love bombing or some sort of, they're trying to entice you with something here. They're coming in looking all sweet, looking all innocent. Some of them may be apologizing for something from the past, trying to make amends. But it feels like it's like someone's trying to offer you like a blessing, but it's not really a blessing. It's going to cause a lot of conflict here if you accept this offer or make this connection or... What's in the current energy? What's in the current energy? Eight of Cups. This is something you're having to walk away from, or you're being guided to walk away from it because it has something to do with this draining you emotionally or something to do with your emotional fulfillment here. It's not giving back what you give. Yes, you got to get your priorities in order here. There may even be a discussion with someone else about what the priority is or getting priorities in order. So, yeah, someone's causing an imbalance in the energy. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. Again, some of y'all are dealing with some sort of connection at work. It's like a team member. Could be some sort of forbidden something. The two of you were not supposed to come together and work together. Could be a family member. Or it came out Starflame in the other deck. For some of y'all, y'all work with a romantic partner or something. Could be something like that. Not necessarily. It'll be different for everybody. Okay, tell me some more, Spirit. Current energy. Tell me about the current energy here. Y'all, they're flying out. They're flying out. A King of Swords in reverse. And the Page of... I told you, y'all. King of Swords in reverse. This is con artist, opportunist energy. Someone's trying to con you into doing something or out of doing something. Something that is good for you. Something that was meant for you. Something that you earned. And the Four of Swords. You're having to this is something you're laying to rest. Something about isolation. You're having to isolate yourself. Maybe that's part of what it is too. It's like there's a need to isolate yourself away from this group, this community. Take a time out to think on it, to contemplate on it, or just to be still so that you can think straight. Because it's like there's someone here giving some sort of shitty offer. There's another person here like trying to cause some sort of conflict or chaos. So it's almost like you're being sent different energies, but they're all working together. Confirmation. You hear that cat? That's what the cat says. Page of Wands. And they're here to... someone's toying in your energy. Little wand energy, y'all. This is why. This is why. This is why they show up as grumpy red fairies, stifled, bored, and stuck. It's because you're freaking showing up like a badass over here, an emperor, and they over here in little wand energy, acting all immature and shit. They're not focused on the right things. They're focused on taking your ass out. Why aren't they focused on their job, on the task, on the mission, on the purpose? Is this a power struggle? Someone doesn't want you to climb the ranks? Because your knowledge, your skill set, someone's threatened by you. There's a power struggle here. They want to take your ass out. Okay. All right, Spirit. What's the challenge? What's the challenge? What's the bad news? What's the hard part? What's the challenge? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They're trying to stop your blessings, stop your money, stop your abundance, stop your growth. Ace of Wands. But your ancestors are on. I told you, your ancestors don't play when it comes to you, boo-boo. They're messing with the wrong one. Nobody told them. Somebody needs to go tell them what the really is. What's the energy coming towards the collective? What's the energy coming towards the collective? Hi, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for being here. 18.7K likes TikTok. How you doing? Instagram. Hey, fire, fire, fire. I see you, Instagram. We're going to do your sassy affirmations at the end. I promise. We'll do the sassy affirmations at the end. We'll get all sassy. Okay, Spirit. What's the energy coming towards the collective here? Yo, whatever it is that you're doing something right. Don't give up. Maybe you got to take a break. Maybe you do have to isolate. Maybe you need to recharge your batteries. Okay, kind of like Yoda out there on the planet, right? You know when Yoda from Star Wars is out there on that planet and he's levitating, getting all spiritually badass? That's you, boo-boo. You go home, you do your woosas, you get all zen and shit, and you go in and you be the spiritual assassin that you were meant to be. We've got the Chariot. Resilience, making a choice to go anyway. You are incredibly resilient, like the crab, right? That's the Chariot, Cancer energy. You got a good heart, but you got to have the strong exterior on the outside to protect what's on the inside, right? You're not giving in to something, and it's making somebody very upset. 5 of Cups, good grief. They're just beside themselves over here, upset because you won't conform, because you won't give in, because they can't take you. I just heard something about undefeated. You're fucking undefeated. How many times has somebody tried to take your ass out? Undefeated, like that's a lot, right? You would think. Maybe this is the first time you found yourself in this situation, whether it's with this group or it's in a group all in a different time. I don't know, y'all. That's fucking crazy. You're undefeated. Somebody needs to tell them. We have Queen of Swords in the upright. Damn. This King of Swords, where did it go? Where did it go? Where's that King of Swords in reverse? Here he is. You got this con artist, opportunist energy coming towards you, and you've been watching this fucker come your way this whole damn time. Better come correct. You don't want to play mind games with me, boo-boo, because I'll Jedi mind trick your ass real quick. Damn, y'all. Sword of Truth in the upright. You laying down the law. Shit. I told you some of y'all are walking karma. It's part of your life purpose. You don't even mean it. You don't even know that you're doing it sometimes. They come across you. They did you wrong when you didn't deserve it. Damn. Undefeated. Shit. Maybe y'all are playing chess with a checker player here. Kind of feels like maybe more of that. Somebody think they about to beat you because they thought the game of checkers was going to be easy, but they didn't realize they're not playing checkers. They playing fucking chess. What else, Spirit? What's influencing this energy? What's influencing this energy? Same sketchy company, different client. Yeah, y'all, it's like that. Some of y'all that keep finding yourself in the situations, that's exactly what it is. It's different bodies, but it's the same energy. You know what I mean? It's different vessels, but the same thing that done living up in the vessel. You picking up what I'm throwing down? The Empress. Y'all are going to be abundant anyway, okay? Everything you touch turns to gold. You are fertile for growth. You're balanced in all 4 energies, okay? You know when to take action. You're passionate about what it is that your purpose is. You're intuitive. You're intelligent. You're creative. You're abundant. You're resourceful. You're beautiful on the inside and out. Energetically. Hey! Thank you for that. Midwest Minx. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. All right, Spirit. What's influencing the energy? You're just you're just looking too damn good, okay? Or some of y'all are getting ready to burst something new out to the world. Maybe it's not a physical, on this card it usually means you're pregnant with something, okay? But we're talking about general, and we're not necessarily getting in touch, like speaking about specific gender. This is about you getting ready to burst something new out to the world. So maybe you had an idea, maybe this is project, maybe you're getting ready to launch something. For some of y'all, this doesn't even have to do with like, you don't even clock into work somewhere. If you're like a content creator or something like that, this is people who are in secret competition with your ass, or maybe somebody that you collaborated with or something. Maybe you're not in content creation. Maybe you just remote work. I'm seeing like a magazine. Maybe you work in marketing or campaigns for something, okay? All right, Spirit, give me some more. One more. What's influencing this energy? Yeah, my frequency is off the charts. Like the solar flares, y'all. Right? Your sun sign, your soul energy right now, right? You're closest to the sun. So yeah, your frequency is off the charts. Thank you, frequency freak. What else is here, Spirit? What's influencing the energy? Give me one more. What's influencing the energy? I told y'all, I cannot make it. It's the Five of Wands. Someone's feeling threatened by you. They're bringing you a challenge. They want to fight. Some of y'all, they're trying to literally burn you at the stake. For being authentic, for being high vibrational, for wanting to do better. Ew. Yuck. Don't people realize they're going to have to come back another time and live out the karma? If they don't experience the karma that it is that they created for them in this life, they're going to have to work that shit out in the next life. Like, get it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, Spirit. What's the overall spiritual advice when it comes to this ish? What's the overall spiritual advice when it comes to this ish? Best and highest messages here. By the way, y'all, I've got personal readings open. We currently have 5 people in line, all minis. So that should go by pretty quick. If y'all want to get in line, it's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, at Lady Leo Spiritual. Same handle as this, same spelling. It's $11 for mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended. Private services can be found at ladyleospiritual.com. Y'all be careful about people DMing you. Those are scammers. That is not me reaching out, enticing you to get a reading. I don't work like that. I post clips of my live. Either you resonate with my energy or not. If you feel like I'm talking about something you want a personal reading, I'm either live here and I do it in front of you, or you can book on my website, okay? Y'all watch your blessings, watch your money, watch your 6, especially the closer that we get to holiday season here in the States. Okay, Spirit. Overall spiritual advice. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? The Lovers. Again, y'all. Some of y'all, this has something to do with you and someone that you're romantically connected with. They're trying to split you apart here, okay? For others of you, this is a business associate. It's like it's too much power in one place, okay? They're trying to split you apart. For others of you, this has something to do with your healing journey and the way that you've come back into union with the other aspects of yourself, okay? You're alchemizing the dark and the light. What is the dark and the light? The masculine and the feminine. The way that you know how to back off and observe, and the way that you know how to take action, okay? Death. You're putting an ending to this real quick. Someone's going to be upset with the finalization of what it is that they're dealing with. Or something's about to be ended here because it's too heavy, it's too much, right? Universe likes balance. God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you. The law of balance. The Fool! Oh, the sacred Fool is coming back out. You stay in your authentic energy. You stay true to yourself. Yes, it is risky sometimes. Risque. To take this blind leap of faith of where it is that you just feel called to go or called to be, called to do. Trust it though. It's coming from your gut, right? This is not getting caught up in the heart space where we're acting off of emotions. We're not getting caught up in our head where we're overthinking a situation and making poor decisions. This is coming from the gut. It's instinct, it's intuitive, okay? Trust that shit every single time. I just told my daughter that. She spent 5 years on building this thing on Roblox, and somebody just hacked into her shit and stole it all. She's so upset. And she says, Mom, something told me earlier to change my password, and I went to go change my password, and I like my password, so I decided against it. And I said, boo, what I tell you every single time. When you have that feeling, you listen to it. Every time. That is your intuition. Anyway, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. Yes. What it is that you're investing into is going to grow. It is a good investment. Keep doing it. I've said that like 3 or 4 times now. And the 9 of Cups. Because it's a wish fulfillment. It's bringing you all this emotional fulfillment. It's a green light go. You are prosperous. You will be prosperous. You will be happy. Cup runneth over. Some of you are falling in love with the journey rather than the destination. And that's when true abundance really shows up, because you're grateful in the moment. You don't need to be at the destination to be happy, right? You can stop and smell the roses and enjoy the whole process, the experience along the way. That's crazy. Not everybody can do that, right? People get so caught up in instant gratification, where it is that they don't have, or what it is that they do and don't have, right? They compare themselves to other people. You're learning not to do that. Some of y'all are mastering it. Some of y'all are just now learning. But wherever you're at on your journey, keep doing it. Keep going the distance, okay? All right, y'all. I'm just going to pull a couple from here, and then we're going to get our oracle messages, and we'll pull some sassy messages, okay? Best and highest messages here. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Let me go on the chat real quick. Kearney, I love you too, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Pamela says she's afraid of me. She knows I'm 10 steps ahead. Of course, y'all. If they weren't threatened by you, they wouldn't be throwing all this heavy energy at you. You got to do something right. Or that you wouldn't even be up on these people's radar to begin with, right? Hi, Nicole. How you doing, Nicole? I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Some sketchy company, different clients. 1111. Make a wish, y'all. 1111. That's for somebody. Authority is being challenged. Yeah, people don't like it when you... People don't like it, 1, when you start mirroring them back to themselves. And 2, people don't like it when you give them a taste of their own medicine. You know? Like, people may call you sensitive or dramatic or things like that. And really, the most dramatic people can be acting out the way that they do when you hold them accountable, or when you're asking them to take responsibility for something. Have you ever noticed that? Isn't that weird? Hi, Berta. How you doing? Hi, Tana. Shatal. How you doing, Shatal? All right, TikTok. What we got? Virgo and Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Yeah, y'all let me know, where are you from? Where are you at in the world? I'm in the Mississippi. Y'all let me know what your big 3 is if you know it, or any of your zodiacs. Let me know what houses we're representing into his house in the chat, in the lives. Or if you're on YouTube, y'all feel free to also let me know where you're from and what zodiacs are we representing. We all have masculine and feminine energy in us all. Yes. Ain't no plans to a man. This is ladies. I'm down with the ladies. Y'all better watch out for some of these feminines. Y'all better watch out for some of these feminines. Okay? They can be sneaky and conniving and extremely manipulative. And sometimes some of these feminines go under the radar because you're so in love with the ladies. You picking up what I'm throwing down? You picking up what I'm throwing down? Your joy is growing. Would you like to talk on your perspective? Armando, what do you mean? A walking mirror. That's what, see, some of y'all are. You're walking mirrors. You're walking karma. Hey, thank you for the let 'em cook. I said all that love and light back to you times 10. I missed it. Gemini. No, Herrera. We're not necessarily talking about romantic. We're talking about career sector and groups, and somebody's got some sort of plan to take somebody out. All right. Here we go, y'all. Pisces Sun, Gemini Moon, Virgo. Are you a Gemini Moon for real? I'm a Gemini Moon and a Pisces rising. That's crazy. Missouri and a Virgo rising. Hi, Paola. How you doing, Paola? Las Vegas. Hey. Sagittarius. Connecticut. How y'all doing? Sagittarius Sun. Aries Moon, Gemini Rising, Scorpio Venus, Pisces Mars, and Jupiter. Dang! You just gonna put your whole chart in the chat, aren't you? That's okay. I love that. I love that you know all those placements. That's amazing. I share a birthday with Mozart. That's pretty cool. You wonder what you are? You may want to get like a natal chart reading. By the way, y'all, if y'all go to my website and get a natal chart reading, y'all need to yo, what the hell's wrong with my cat? Kitty? What's going on, my cat? Y'all hear that? Told you, someone's trying to trip you up with something. Somebody may be coming to you playing like a victim, so you'll feel sorry for them or something. But anyway, if you get a natal chart on my website, y'all be sure to email me what your birth date is, your time, and the place that is that you were born. Because if y'all don't send me that stuff, I can't make a chart for you, you know? Anyway, all right, Spirit. Any more hints, anything else that we need to know about this energy, the situation that it is the collective's dealing with, this group of people, this organization, corporate shit, whatever this is. Give it to me straight. Oh, whoa. Puppet Master! Are you serious? Nuh-uh. Puppet Master. No? That's the boy. He's not in heat. He's a guy. Maybe he's pretending. A secret affair. There's a plan to set you up. Unfair treatment. All right, hold on. I gotta get a few more. Unfair treatment. Give me some more, Spirit. Give me a few more from this deck. So, damn. Unfair treatment. There's a plan to set you up. Some sort of secret affair. Puppet Master is here. Damn. Justice is being served. So, justice has been called on the situation here. Emotional. So, I told you. Somebody's trying to cause an emotional distraction. Like, they're trying to come in and give you them puppy dog eyes. They want you to feel sorry for them. Somebody's giving you a sad story here. The whistleblower. Truth tellers. I knew I was talking to my whistleblowers. My truth tellers. Starseeds, chosen, light workers, healers, shamans. Spotlighted. Someone's being spotlighted or someone's upset that you're being spotlighted. What else, Spirit? Give me a few more. Because you're breaking glass ceilings. This has something to do with your your success. Yeah, access. Maybe you're not letting access denied. So somebody's not letting you, you're not letting somebody have access to you. Scandalous secrets. Somebody's on this secret shit or some sort of secret mission. A secret affair. Okay. Hidden potential. Someone didn't see your potential. Someone thought that you were incompetent, okay? Because you were quiet or because you're potential. Someone thought that you were incompetent, okay? Because you were quiet or because you're humble or because they felt like they can pull the wool over your eyes. But actually, oh yeah, you were underestimated. Y'all know what I say about that. People make a mistake when they underestimate y'all. I've learned to use that to my advantage though. Emotional damage. Frequency break. Oh, my cards just fell over. That is too funny. Emotional. I can hear it. That's too funny. He said emotional damage. It's all due to the whistleblowing. How much is a chart reading? I think it's listed on there for $55 right now. I got a sale going on right now. So prices are going to go back up to normal price here soon. So I just have my sale on for a limited time. But anyway, your hidden potential. Someone just... Y'all got to stop. You're distracting me. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Silent sabotage. Someone silently try to sabotage your ass. All right, last couple cards. Pretending to be an ally. I told you. Someone is a friend of me. They pretend to be on your side or they gas you up real big when they're around you. And as soon as you walk away, they start talking. Jealous coworker. Cannot make it up. Overlooked talent. Someone's trying to make you the fall guy. They're overlooking your talent. They're not giving credit where credit's due. And this is people who are double standards. Hypocrites. The audacity, y'all. The audacity. We're going to leave it there. I think we pulled enough cards. I think we dived enough into this energy to give you enough information for you to put whoever needs to go where. I think I confirmed enough. All right, let's pull a couple of these oracle cards. Let's see what the Keepers of the Light have to say to you. This is where my cards fell over. I lost the music, y'all. Somebody turn the music off. Maybe Spirit needs you to hear this really clear. So it says, listen up. Listen up. Class is in session. Hello. All right, Spirit. That's a nice message here. What do the Keepers of the Light have to say? What do the Keepers of the Light have to say? Faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light into the world. I think they mad I make better tortillas. Hey, tortillas from scratch are actually amazing. My grandmother taught me how to make tortillas. God, they're so much better when they're made from scratch. Slap some butter up on that bitch. Oh, okay, that's enough. Back to the reading. Sorry, y'all. Nostalgia. Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So, yeah, your internal guidance, your intuition, you tap the fuck in. You're connected to the all that ever was and the all that ever will be. They messing with the wrong one. 101 at 100%. 3-3. Damn. 11133. Thank y'all. 33K likes and all that love light back to you times 10. I seen the fire over here in the Instagram chat. I know y'all want your sassy affirmations. We getting there, boo-boos. Okay. Lady Venus. Downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. A lot about how you're tapped in. You get downloads naturally. You have your own spiritual gifts. Okay, you were born with them. Green Tara, supreme protect. I told you you're being protected. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Best believe. Move beyond limitation and trust. Trust in spirit. You're going to move beyond this limitation because you're being protected. And Joan of Arc. Voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Somebody's going to be standing up for themselves if you haven't done so already. You know what I mean? You're about to voice the truth. Expose something here. Bring something to light. But whatever it is that you speak in, it's ruffling some feathers, okay? It's like you've had enough. You're standing your ground and you're speaking up now. Where's my ancestors? Okay, we can pull a couple from the angels and ancestors. What do the angels and ancestors have to say, Spirit? What do the angels and the ancestors have to say? Shapeshifter. I told you you're adaptable. Somebody says, thanks, Grandma. Yeah, thanks, Grandma. Okay. Now I'm starting to think about my grandma. I can smell her. So weird. She's still living, by the way. Your grandfather came out, though. Somebody may have a passed over grandfather that's watching over you. That came out in the beginning of the reading. I don't know. I keep seeing, really, we're talking about grandma, but I remember grandpa came out. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So, yeah, there's something here that you're using some sort of skills here. Here's that energy. A jack of all trades and a master of some. I know the saying is a master of none, but some of y'all have mastered some of those things, okay? And then we have Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. You know how to connect. Just a few more. Just a few more here. Is your list long? I've got 5 minis, so it's actually going to go by pretty quick with them being all mini readings. So, yeah, we've got 5 people in line. If y'all are interested in getting in line for a personal reading. Traveler. Yep. You're something about you're getting the insight that it is that you need. You're reflecting on how to move into a different direction, or something about you know the direction to take. Intuitively, you know which way to go. And someone is getting ready to stand their ground. Oh, yeah. You're not letting this person walk all over you anymore. There's something here where you're putting somebody in their place. Okay, you've been observant. You got the data that it is that you need. Okay, some of y'all have watched these people in action. Some of y'all have watched these people. Some of y'all have been shocked. And you're asking yourself why you're even surprised. But, you know, some of y'all see something or saw something. And you were quiet about it. And now that this person's coming in to pour their heart out or try to get you on this, glamour you with some sort of bullshit here, you're standing your ground. You're like, nah, home skillet. I saw the whole thing. I watched you in action. I see what it really is, okay? And then we have Protection Guardian. You were being highly protected. Look at all the peacock feathers there. A lot of y'all are. You're protected. You're connected to some sort of angelic or ancestors here. Lots of heavy protection over you during this time. Okay. All right, y'all. You ready for some sassy affirmations? All right, Spirit. We're going to turn it up a notch. If you don't like being called a bitch, this is part of the reading where you exit out, scroll up, or come back later, boo-boo, okay? Gotta be a little bit more thick-skinned. I may trigger somebody. I don't want to hurt your feelings. If you feel like you get your feelings hurt a little easy, okay? This ain't for the poo nannies, okay? All right, best and highest messages here. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Give me some tough love, Spirit. Give me some tough love. Listen, bitch. Don't take anyone's shit. You are to be respected always. Somebody better recognize they should have been respecting you from the get-go. Listen, bitch. Don't water yourself down for anyone. They can take all of you or nothing at all. That's right. Somebody may be saying you're too much, you're too extra, you're an overachiever, you work too hard. No, you don't. You do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Maybe you're passionate about what it is that you do. Maybe you actually care, you know? That there's somebody here that's upset that you're more focused on it than they are. And that's why you're having more success. And this is one of those energies, y'all hear me say it all the time. They want to come and be all focused on your ass. And if they would focus on their own shit, maybe they would get some sort of success. Maybe that they would, you know, level up a little bit. Because these people they're stifled, bored, and stuck. They're stagnant. They have stagnated. That's why they're on this power trip. They see you on the level up, and they're feeling threatened. They ain't moved in a while, and here you come behind them. Like, oh, shit, they underestimated your ass, right? Listen, bitch, your best is more than enough. I promise. Your best is more than enough, okay? So for some of you that have been, if you're feeling down and out about this, if you've been stressed, you've been feeling exhausted, you've been kind of worried about it, I know, y'all ain't showing nobody that you worried about it, but when you get home behind closed doors and you start thinking about it, you get overthinking a little bit, okay? Your best is more than enough. You're fine, boo-boo. If for whatever reason this doesn't work out for you, rejection is protection. It wasn't for you to begin with, or it's no longer for you. Does that make sense? Give me a few more. Give me a few more sassy affirmations, Spirit. Best and highest messages here for the collective. Listen, bitch, there's no such thing as the right time. Trust yourself and do it. Just trust in what it is that you know. Okay, you feel called to move, called to do. Listen to that. Listen, bitch, you can either worry or believe in yourself. Guess which one feels better? Some of y'all are learning how to believe in yourself. Some of y'all are finally experiencing what believing in yourself does. Listen, bitch, choose you every time. Some of these people, that's why they're upset too. Instead of choosing their bullshit or choosing to put them over you, you're choosing yourself. And that always irritates people who are feeling threatened by what it is that you're doing, right? Because you're not pouring into them, investing into them. You're investing into you, which is exactly what it is you're supposed to be investing. Last but not least, listen, bitch, you can recover from anything. Your resilience is unmatched. Damn. Mic drop. You can recover from anything because your resilience is unmatched. I told you, this is not your first rodeo. This is not the first time you've experienced bullshit like this, okay? Ever since you went to grade school, you've been dealing with the groups coming at you with the okie doke. You done synced it a time or two. And that's how you know how familiar this shit is. You were spot on. Your intuition is correct. Listen to that. Tay? Oh, Tay. All right, y'all, thank you so much for popping in and hanging out with me. If you caught the live, if you're watching the replay on YouTube, let me know that you were here. Again, y'all let me know what your zodiacs are, where you from, where you representing from, okay? Again, if y'all are looking to get in line for a live personal reading right now, it's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, at Lady Leo Spiritual, same spelling as here. Y'all watch out for the scammers, okay? That's not me DMing you. It's $11 for a mini. $22 for career, $33 for love, and $44 for extended. I do have personal services available at ladyleospiritual.com. Not only do I have a variety of different types of private readings, I have energy healings. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I've got cord cuttings on there, energy cleansings, money manifestation, hex and curse removals, natal chart, and also some of my self-made decks that was actually inspired by Instagram. My most popular one is the Lady Leo Love Messages. The second one would be, I don't think I have it up here. I do, the Connected and the Protected deck. Let's see, I just sold a few of my Starseed Situations deck. I used that one tonight if you are interested in it. Keep in mind, I'm not Amazon and I'm not a mass producer. It takes more than 2 days for you to get a deck, okay? Just a heads up. If you into instant gratification, boo-boo, it's going to be a little bit while. I got to get it printed. It's got to get sent to me, and I got to activate it and cleanse it for you. Make sure that your artwork on the box is actually correct, okay? All right, y'all. Also, something else I've been talking to y'all about lately is this Ormus. I don't know if y'all know about different types of supplements. Like, there's another brand, but this one is Kejua's brand of Ormus. There's 72 super atomic minerals in this. Okay, one of them being gold. There's silver, platinum group. There's lots of different essential minerals in here, like bokek and pure ocean sea salt, distilled and blessed sacred water, birch bark extract, organic frankincense, carterary and reveille essential oils, organic golden myrrh essential oil, emerald gemstones essence, and the highest loving intent of light. Okay, so yeah, there's 72 superconductive non-atomic minerals in this stuff, and it helps with your enhancing your intuition, cognitive function. It has a lot of different other things that can help, which is like healing. It helps support healing. It helps take that to the next level. I love this stuff. This stuff is specifically the frankincense, myrrh, and gold elixir. They have some other ones. Another one that I like that they have is the rose version. I used to use it a lot with like beauty rituals and stuff. So yeah, Kejua Ormus, if y'all want to check that out. You can use the link in bio to get a discount. I am an ambassador with the company, so if y'all want to go get you coupon for it or check out their website, the link is in the bio. They got some other stuff on their website too. They got crystals, and I think they got a couple of like books that you can get on how to enhance your intuition or chakra and energy work. So again, if y'all want to check that out, you can either use my code Mary's High Vibes exclamation point, or y'all just use my link, okay? I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Oh, yes, y'all don't forget, Instagram has exclusive content for subscribers. TikTok, y'all have exclusive content in live streams for super fans. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, I have exclusive content for memberships, okay? All right, y'all, I think that's it. I'm going to go in this live stream, get my table resituated. I'm gonna get my tarot decks out so we can get into these live personal readings. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I love you, I love you, I love you, Starseeds. Again, y'all doing something right. Okay, you wouldn't be ruffling this many tall feathers if you weren't. So you know I'm gonna say it. Shine your light bright, blind their eyes out, collective. Make them go get their hater shades. If your light ain't irritating nobody's demons, boo boo, you ain't doing it right. Turn up the heat. Love and light, y'all.